Welcome, everybody. We're going to have another Rev Talk tonight, and we're going to work on breath and breathing and what it means to you. And at the end, I'm going to show you two simple breathing exercises that I do. But Kim is going to take it away with what it means.
Well, I got something in my email the other day, and I really liked it. I think it's kind of important. Well, it was important to me, so I'm going to read it. All right, so it's called breathing. So what is this? Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. It is so important to remember this. I can hear some of you joking, yes, I have to continue to sustain life, but it is so much more than that. During any shifts or changes, it is a very distinct reminder of exactly where and what you are doing. It gives you the opportunity to slow down a bit and assess how you are feeling in this particular moment. Happy, sad, angry, joyful. When you become used to recognizing your feelings and emotions, you are then put in a position to keep them as they are or change them to something more positive. The conscious awareness of your humanness is one of the greatest gifts you have ever been given. Revel in and embrace it. It is completely yours. And it's true. Obviously, breathing is kind of important for us. The more expansive on that topic as far as breathing is concerned is that not only is it life-giving, it's also a good practice, like it said, to check in with your body, to see how you're feeling. I will catch myself throughout the day as I'm working, holding my breath and not realizing that I'm doing it until I have to take a really deep breath, like, oh my gosh, why was I holding my breath? So it's a very good exercise to be able to realize, okay, breathe and check in with your body as to how you're feeling. And like I said, then you have that choice. Once you've pinpointed that, you have that choice to keep it, the way it is, or change it to something positive. And I love that idea because that is part of our power. That's part of where we come from, our powerfulness. We can change that. We can change our circumstances just by changing how we look at something and just by changing how we're feeling about it. And I love that idea.
Well, what I've said all along in our classes and things is when I get angry or when I get upset, if I can just remember to breathe.
Mm-hmm.
And your traditional breathing is just sit and relax, feet on the floor. And you inhale 3 counts through the nose and exhale. You can exhale through the mouth. You can exhale through your nose. But if you do that 3 consecutive times, it aligns your soul within your body. So you may not know that you are one, but it's there and it's relaxed and it's waiting to give you what you need at that moment.
Well,
So
it's
a
the
great way.
exercise. It's the exercise of consciously saying, I'm going to breathe in on the count of 3, breathe out, and do that 3 times. So it's the intention that you're going to be doing this little, you're going to be doing this little exercise and allow yourself to open up to, your soul, to align yourself. I mean, we're all breathing, throughout the day.
Involuntarily, it's habit.
Right. It's the
Natural.
conscious, yes, it's the conscious effort made with the breathing that I think is where the intention comes from. to let yourself know that, all right, we're going to be in this state of, for lack of a better word, meditation, not necessarily meditation, but in that relaxing your body, so that your body is prepared, like, oh, okay, we're going to do this now. We're going to align. And like you said, you're in that point of stillness to then receive what you need to and hear the messages you need to hear.
That's true. That's very, and it's very simple. And you can get in the habit of doing that at a certain time every day. It only takes 3 minutes, and it's not even that long, and it does help. The other one I wanted to show you, I call it alternate breathing, which is quite common in yoga, but it brings the yin and yang together. It cleanses both sides, right and left. It cleanses and cleans and reverberates throughout the body. And it's real simple. You have right side, left side, whichever, 2 fingers, and the other one goes on the side of the nose. And you inhale, hold, exhale by releasing the other side, and then you cover that. So whatever is comfortable. Traditionally, I use my thumb and 2 fingers. It's what, and then the other 2 fingers on the other side with my 4th finger. But it's inhale through one, hold, exhale through the other, hold, inhale, hold, and you go the other cycle. So that's one complete cycle. And I do it. I start at 1, I work up to a count of 3 for the hold, and ultimately 8 is the perfection. No more, just 8 seconds. And you do them in cycles, right, left, right, left. And it cleans the whole palette of all that's going on in your head at the same time. And it's the hardest part is just getting comfortable with how you are holding your fingers. And it could be just like this if it's more comfortable. I've gotten to where I use this here. One will be on my nose here. When it's time to close the other one, I use my 4th, and I'm able to release. So I'm using these to pinch my nose, this to go to my 3rd eye.
Okay, I was going to ask, what is the relevance
The 3rd
of
eye.
the
That's
third
where
eye?
that's your focal point. That's where you're concentrating here as you're releasing and cleansing here.
Okay. Oh, that's neat. All right. Thank you for that.
And it is really nice, and it's clearing, and particularly if you have a cold.
I hadn't thought about that.
That sounds really silly. Well, I do shoulder stands, and I have a chair. But if you can lay your head down and do it, it'll drain your whole sinus cavities.
or just squish my head is.
Yeah. Yeah, some people go like that, no. This is clearing the whole facial, and it's very relaxing, and it's keeping your body in tune with its soul and what has to do, without putting any pressure on you for having to know who, what, why, or when.
I love that. I love that. Thank you for that. And one of the practices I do is not necessarily breathing, but it's like when I'm in the shower, I'm visualizing the water cleansing my auric fields as well, and taking that away. So the breathing, I love that idea. I'm gonna have to try that tonight.
It does work, and particularly before you go to bed.
Exactly. So I was just thinking, before I go to bed, maybe I'll give that a try and see how that works. I've been having trouble sleeping lately, falling asleep. It's been later and later that it's almost like a fear, of, oh no,
Yeah,
oh.
and I'm looking at, okay, the clock switching's coming up, and I'm thinking, really, if you put it back, then it's even, worse.
Oh, I know. I'm gonna change it all. I love that. Thank you so much for those exercises, Beth. Thank you. That's That is very helpful and very wonderful. Thank you. So with that, my friends, remind everybody to breathe. Breathe deep too. You know, I find myself breathing I have shallow
Just you
breaths.
breathe right here. You need to breathe
Yeah, you
from your
breathe.
belly.
Yes, yes, that's very important too. So thank you for that. So what do you think, my dear?
I am complete.
All right. So we want to thank everybody for joining us on this Rev Talk. We want to remind you to please be gentle with yourself and to be kind to yourself and to remember that you are unique in all the universe. There will never be another just like you in all of space and time. You are powerful, you are cherished, and you are loved. And without you, the song of the universe would be incomplete. Until next time, my friends, be well.